Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL One Katowice. Today we are here taking a look at our final series of the day, final game of the day. It's day number 2, even though we're looking down this very spooky-looking hallway and now onto a highway. Never fear, Dota 2 will be here. Lacoste, Lyrical, and Mr. Basskip.
Did you notice that every time it's a different shot of Poland?
Yeah. I've never seen that place
They haven't
before.
reused any of them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Check the VODs.
Everybody go rewatch this and make
Yeah.
sure you click on all the ads and then everything will be fine. But yeah, you guys, we saw NIP kind of dominate in game number 1 off the back of Fata just owning fools on Night Stalker. It was crazy. How you
Yeah.
feeling about the game number 2? Anything you'd expect to see?
Hard to say exactly. Maybe the... I don't know what exactly Chaos do. I don't know what they change about the draft necessarily. That's the big kind of question mark for me. I would say maybe you don't let the Lifestealer through, but was the Lifestealer really the problem?
Yes,
no.
it was. What?
It was part of the problem, right? The inevitability of that Radiance really enabled a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't think you point to that game and say that.
Yeah, if Lifestealer was a different hero, I think NIP would still win the game.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was way easier with the Lifestealer.
But I think they should. Yeah, I think they should ban out the Lifestealer this time around. Is the Night Stalker worth a ban?
Second phase, maybe?
Second phase, maybe. Yeah, I don't think first phase.
I think the lane setup from Chaos was bad in the previous. You leave Night Stalker in 1 versus 1 scenario, he comes online way faster than Pango, and you're playing a tri-lane against an Undying, it's never going to work out.
And then they made all these weird decisions, like trying to go on the Undying and then just got triple killed. Like, they 100% instigated that fight. That was not something that NIP forced. It was just handed to them on a silver platter, and they gobbled it up. That was very easy.
We just ate some dinner, which is what the analogies are about. That's at least for me. I got to eat some yummy pasta. It was very great. But yeah, we are getting ready to hop into this draft right now, actually. To me, the thing that stood out was the Shadow Shaman. I feel like he did so much in that game. He was owning.
Yeah, if they don't have first pick, I could see them banning it out. I would definitely. I think NIP would be well served by just picking the Shadow Shaman early.
Just pick the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
I love that, like, for me, my favorite form of analysis, I think Lacoste talked about this yesterday, is anything that starts with just.
Just X. Yeah, just TP out.
Just get better at the game.
Yeah, just don't lose. What?
It's amazing.
Why would you lose? Okay, there you go. Night Stalker banned. Lifestealer banned by NIP, but that's mostly because Chaos have the first pick, and they respect that hero a lot. And now Chaos have to decide...
You know, for any other team, I would really not like this set of bans from Chaos. Like, literally almost any other team. Because, literally almost. That shouldn't say I said. But
What, a team that they're playing against?
No. Chaos themselves be the ones that do it. Because to me, it's a mentality thing. Where they thrive off of feeling in control of the game. They thrive off of having fun and, like, you know, doing what they want. Doing, like, dumb little things that are fun, right?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, let's just get this hero out of here. We don't have to deal with it, and then we're going to move on to the next game. Like, that's the mentality that I want to see from Chaos going into this game.
Yeah. AoE silences are not fun. Having to buy BKB is not fun. So, if you want to have fun, you better ban that AoE silence.
Yeah.
That's probably the strongest silence in the game right now, besides global silence.
And then that's not even a hero, the global silence hero.
Yeah.
No. What hero is that again? You know.
Actually, is it stronger than global silence? Because you can Manta global silence. You can.
Yeah, you can dispel.
Lotus Orb. Yeah.
Guardian Greaves. It might be stronger than that.
Yeah, this hero is actually worthy of a first pick.
Yeah, I think so.
I think maybe Doom is a stronger silence, but it's only single target. So there you go. But yeah, Shadow Shaman just seems good, especially in light of other primo supports getting nerfed, right? Grimstroke got nerfed, Lich got nerfed. Shadow Shaman is somehow still just A-okay, even though this hero is one of those heroes that has the potential from the support position to just win you the game all by himself. If he gets Ags and his bonus damage talent and a Refresher Shard, and you just bomb all of that on somebody's buildings, what can they do? It's completely game winning.
Is NIP just like, man, Aster beat us with this stuff. Let's run it back at other people.
No, it's their hero.
You still think so?
Batrider
Okay.
is also their hero.
Fair
yeah,
enough.
it's not just an Aster thing.
The thing I was going to mention about the Shadow Shaman too that I really like is he's really an underrated laner too. Aethershock is a ridiculously value spell. For
Is he
spamming
underrated?
out. I think so.
He's being first picked. How is he underrated?
I think that is
Yes.
that is
Yeah,
an
this-
element of
nice.
his game that is underrated. Is how strong of a laner he is with Aethershock.
He has like
early.
70 damage or
I know.
something.
With I'm saying Aethershock itself. This
Okay.
part of it.
All
Like,
right.
Everybody talks about the right clicks. Everybody talks about shackles into like spin or something.
Yeah.
I don't think enough people talk about Aethershock.
It is really good. It's very efficient damage.
This is HFN's signature hero, Weaver. There are a couple of heroes that are great against the Batrider. Weaver is one. You guys did not let me talk, so I'm talking right now.
there
about
hasn't even been another pick. The cost, come on.
Well, there was Brewmaster and Batrider. You just kept talking about Shadow Shaman for a couple of minutes. Nevertheless, this hero is great. I think Weaver received a huge buff, so you can actually build into survivability items because you have enough damage with your third spell.
But can he buy Midas?
You can buy Midas on anything.
I was just letting you talk again because you seemed really upset when you weren't talking earlier.
No, it's just the way I talk. I'm not upset at all. Back to you.
Just wanted to see how long you go with that.
We tried. Anyway,
This is where
Undying Band. We got the Void Band. All right. Just getting rid of carries that are kind of annoying for the Weaver, I suppose. Doing the appropriate amount of setup for this hero. If you're NIP, how do you think you counter this? Like, counter the Weaver? Need a little bit more lockdown, probably. Just any reliable stuns would be good. I guess Lion looks all right. What are they doing with this Brewmaster, actually? Do you think the Brewmaster is playing in maybe more of a supportive role, or is this going to be offlane Brew?
I could definitely see PPD trying this one out. I think he's been messing around a lot more recently. Like ever since the Optic days, he's been messing around with more high-skilled heroes. I think he's been playing a lot more Dota since then, and I think that Brewmaster would be one that I could see him trying to play.
That's true. Where's the PPD tree?
Dude,
Where's-
I'm telling you,
where's that at?
PP3.
Yeah.
We still didn't see a single tree, at least not on our stream.
I have no idea if it's actually being picked. We can have a look.
Yeah, you do that.
That's my job.
No, your job is to order food for us.
Oh, remember he said that wasn't.
Yeah, but he did today. He arranged everything.
So you did it the first day.
Yeah.
He did it the second day. I have to do it next day, right? That's what's happening here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all know what you're going to order
Yeah,
for
we're
us.
eating
Gabe.
kebab twice
eating,
tomorrow.
We're eating kebab 2 times in a row tomorrow. That's what happens if Gabe gets to order.
To anybody out there that visits this magical city, it has in it kebabs that are just so good. Chaos Knight taken. Oh, this hero.
Is that a hero that's just so good?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so, actually. The Chaos Knight was getting first phase banned in a lot of our other series, and it's managed to slip through into phase 2 for NIP, which I'm going to be pretty happy with. Gives them another stun against the Weaver, absolutely turns Shadow Shaman into just a cloud of red mist once he gets reality rifted with the Phantasms.
And it's sort of like that light ban where you can take the Brewmaster yourself, and then it doesn't necessarily put Chaos Knight in your head. Versus, like, if NIP banned the Brewmaster, then they might have banned out on Chaos the Chaos Knight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. Are they going with the red mist strat? They're playing Dire so far. 3 red heroes.
I think they're doing the Knight strat. They got Troll, CK,
Unfortunately, but Chen's banned.
or not Troll. I call them Troll. Oh my goodness, it's because he's Troll Knight. Auto chess is actually infecting
What?
me.
You need to be quarantined.
I know this is
Yeah,
dangerous. Oh goodness.
You better calibrate your ranked mister when you get home. No auto chest for you.
I'm taking it off the table.
Okay. That's good. Wait, what we're looking at was Tree picked? That is the question.
I don't think.
No,
Well, yeah,
it hasn't been picked at all.
Oh, that's too bad. I think it is still pretty good, but regardless.
Other unplayed heroes for this event: Abaddon, Alchemist, AA, Arc Warden, Axe, Brood. Wait, was Dark
Willow was played.
Why is it here?
No, it was not. It was EG who played it.
Oh, in a different tournament.
MDL, yeah.
Different tournament. Okay. Earthshaker, Gyrocopter, Huskar, Wisp, obviously. Lion, Ogre, Omni, Pudge, Ricky, Sniper, SB, Techies, TA, Terrorblade, Tinker, Tree Protector, Vengeful, Venomancer, Viper, Windranger, Wraith King.
I can't believe no one picked Io.
If they would if they could.
That's for sure.
By God, they would.
All right, they stole their red hero.
That's right.
Okay.
Legion Commander.
This hero is just so great against the Batrider. You can dispel everything. Lasso. You can dispel CK stun.
He is. Well, Legion's probably going to get Brewmaster Cycloned a decent amount this game, but should still be able to get quite a lot done.
So I think this game does start to become pretty important too for the obviously the matchup between these two teams, because they're sitting right now, both of them at 4-2. If you're NIP and you're able to win this in a 2-0, then you don't have to potentially play tiebreakers against Chaos, because that will just be dealt with if they end up with the same score. So vitally important for both of these teams. I would argue probably more so for Chaos. Like if NIP are able to squeak out a win here, particularly because they're still going to have to play against Fnatic, I guess, whereas Chaos still have to play against Alliance. So it could be a little bit tough for NIP trying to move forward here. But they're going to take the Troll Warlord for NIP.
Red Mist strat, told you. We artifact now.
There you go.
The Troll, so I guess the idea here is that it's good against the Legion Commander. Probably not as good against the Legion as it used to be since the loss of his Bash, but still all right. Like it used
if you can press your ulti while he's jumping on you, you can't die.
Yeah, that's certainly good. But I think it used to be the fact that like Troll's damage takes a little bit of time to ramp up. So if you were hitting something else beforehand and then you get dueled, you're starting with slow attack speed and you've got the Bash potential to shut down Legion Commander's damage. So
well, and also Troll has like decent armor too, so even Blade Mail wasn't as big of a deal.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think this is fine for Chaos to go for the Pango here. I think that with the Night Stalker out of the pool, that just felt like such an impossibly hard counter to deal with.
Well, one of the few red heroes that are left in the pool, Dragon Knight for mid or Ember Spirit. So I'm cheering for these two.
Ember could be a tasty treat. I like that.
Yeah.
They banned out the OD. Is Timbersaw still in? Yep. He's kind of red, isn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yep. Depends on the set as well. A lot of people
The
have
basic one?
Basic one's a little bit red.
Couldn't-
But most people have that like molten one, which is very red.
Couldn't Chaos just take it themselves? I mean, it would switch over the Legion into a weird position, either that or the Weaver, but it does feel like it would be a pretty solid Weehaw hero.
Yeah, and then what, you have to like support Legion or something?
Yeah.
They can have Timber mid, Weaver safe, Legion offlane, and Pango 4 just kidding. Pango 4 is garbage.
Pango 4 is so bad. I don't understand how you can look at a hero that doesn't have a slow or a stun.
He does have a slow.
Now he does. That's true.
Hey.
The lucky shot is, he's got something, but it's still not a good roaming hero. Not good position for. I don't like seeing it. Chaos.
It could be Legion Commander support. All right, they stole another red hero.
I like this guy, though.
All right.
Oh, Fatal Bonds with overwhelming odds. That's the real hotness.
Yeah, it's cute.
Fatal Bonds with Swashbuckle.
Now that's something actually. The Upheaval got buffed pretty significantly, so watch out for that this game. I also like the idea of just having the Warlock because the Legion Commander can be the primary initiator. go in on somebody, and then the Warlock can follow up to prevent any counter initiation from NIP, which is really, really nice. They do have good ways to deal with the Golem. It's not going to be too much of an obstacle, but...
They could grab Int Hero that builds into Yule Scepter as well. It's extremely good against Legion Commander. Lina still in the pool.
Do they need another stun, do you think, for this Weaver?
That's why I was thinking about Dragon Knight, but they're kind of limited because not too many red heroes are left in the pool.
Yeah.
There he is.
All right. There's a Timbersaw.
Okay.
So Fada they gave Fada the last pick in the previous game. He had an amazing time on good old Night Stalker, and this time around they're also going to be giving him the last pick on the Timbersaw. So there you go.
Well, I'm not sure how I fully feel about this game. The offlane
It's weird.
Chaos Knight has been seen a couple of times. I think it's mainly Gambit that was running it on Afterlife. But I think it could be good here. There isn't like an immediate... I guess probably Legion is going to be the best thing against it with overwhelming odds. And maybe Pango once you get to the later stages.
I don't think you need to be thinking that much about dealing with the CK illusions. I think they have enough tools for that. It's more about how the heck they deal with this Timbersaw. I think that's the big problem that Chaos are gonna have. They got it's Pango mid. Yeah, this will be interesting to see the mid Pango. It's getting pretty popular actually.
Yeah.
We're seeing mid one played a decent amount. The hero is really on the rise.
Yeah, they don't have anything against this Timber, so it's a free Timber game, and the rest of the team looks really good, even though Chaos has better lineup than what they had in game number 1, so it's going to be, I think, a more even game.
Okay. We'll see how it goes. They at least have ways to control the Timbersaw, if nothing else, with the Shadow Shaman, but that's also predicated upon the idea that you're not getting lassoed, which is potentially going to be a bit of a problem. And I like the idea of like mana burn on Weaver, just trying to shut him down a little bit as well. Because we've been seeing a lot more of the Timbersaws go for like the big tanky, strong Timbersaw items.
And a little bit less mana regen as well. This Holy Locket first is people aren't getting into an item with an actual Void Stone in it for a little while.
Which Lacoste loves. But.
Yeah, Holy Locket is the item for Timbersaw. You just disassemble mana boots and...
he's the only one that buys it. It better be an item for somebody because nobody else in this game is buying Holy Locket. It's like, feels like we never ever see it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our final game of the day number 2 here for ESL One Katowice, and a big one for these two teams that are sitting towards the top of Group B and are looking to make it through in the top 2 as they head out across the map. And, well, War dropped down early there by the Bat Rider. Are they gonna? They're gonna go. Tavo playing Legion. It's a classic.
Well, looks like we also has got the Pangolier taunts on lock. It's fine. Don't have to worry, even though Tavo's not playing it.
I mean, he only has a bronze level though of Pango. This is a little bit of a concern. That's what you get after playing it like 1 or 2 games. What's happening here?
It's fine.
Yeah, the taunt is really good, though. The taunt makes me happy. So we got some solid... Oh, my goodness. Look at him go. He spins around. He does some handstands. Now he's going to block some creeps. Chaos looking to try and secure themselves. These runes off to the side is PPD. Moving over as well.
Weaver, he's going to grab one.
Yeah, that's 3 for Chaos. And do they get a 4th one down bottom? No. NIP is going to be able to get that for that.
Those are some nice punches on the CK, though.
HFN, run away. I'm just going to get healed up by Misery. This is Misery's life now.
I press heal. And upheaval later, but for now, heal.
Trading hits with this troll. I don't think this is going to end too well for Misery, but with HFN there, it's a little bit of a turnaround.
Yeah, Bat Rider's on his way over. We'll see how the support Bat does. I like the fact that they deprioritized the bat after seeing like the Weaver pick and everything coming out. With the Weaver and the Legion, they were never going to get that much out of a core Batrider. So may as well just play its support and let Soxek struggle. He'll do some damage. He'll be annoying, but they're not going to rely on like Blink Lasso.
No, that's a lot of slow. They should change the target to Misery.
That's really dangerous. And they're actually going to go now onto Ace. Misery in some trouble. That's what they want to do. Can they kill him off? Not going to happen. I'm not crazy, right? If you're Troll, you should be switching over to melee form for the Stout Shield procs, right? Am I crazy?
when you're being harassed, yes.
Okay.
Also, you have more armor.
But obviously wants to be able to trade hits as well there.
Well, you can't do it if you don't skill it.
Axes, yeah, good point. That does cause some issues. So right now, looks like the Timbersaw is having a pretty good time. So too is Weehaw, although he has taken a bit more of the harassment. Does have the couriers going out for both of the mid players. And then bottom lane, it is 3-3 with only 4 last hits versus Tavo's 7. But PPD is going to pull the creep wave past.
Grand Theft creep wave.
Got some punches maybe here. Hasn't skilled anything. Could go for a shackle or just trying to pull the creeps over to the large camp, and that's pretty nice.
Nicely done.
Give him the clap. Can he get any denies here? That's the other big test mark.
What he really needs to do is he needs to tip PPD.
That's right.
For giving him that pull.
That's right.
Actually, yeah, Chaos are slipping on this tip and taunt meta.
I think they're all business right now. After that last game.
Maybe if they start winning.
There you go. But Pango there, able to pick up the regen rune and keep it moving. So he's going to be back up to full HP and mana just about. As he's trying to contend with the pressure coming from Fata in this mid lane. And, well, still, Tavo having a nice time. A lot of damage out there. The Ether Shock as well as the overwhelming odds. Needs a couple more punches onto PPD. Can he get it? The slow, it's not going to be enough. And PPD salve in the walkaway. Meantime, Fata drawing first blood, killing off Weehaw solo in the mid lane, and HFN up top also in some trouble. Does he burn down? Doesn't look like it's going to happen, although he walks back into the fire! Oh, not what it's supposed to be.
This fire is so easy to spot. It's a pay-to-lose cosmetic. And Fata with the Orb of Venom build on a mid lane.
Yeah, just ran him down. Looks like maybe, maybe an unexpected point in the Timber Chain. We getting chased?
Yeah, that must have been what it was. Now, PPD in the meantime is going to get ran down here. The shackles come through, and looks like Misery is coming to claim his kill if he can find it, as PPD not able to get lucky with the mischance.
Okay, fairly, well, relatively even early game, though all of the NIP heroes are now finding pretty good farm.
Ooh, Fata. I need to find a kill. It's an Arcane Rune down bottom. Misery gonna give him the heal as he passes through, and
Brewmaster is gonna be there.
Now wrapped around on, but that heal is gonna be enough to keep Weehaw fine and dandy. And an Arcane Rune for the Timber. So far, so good for mid, where he's up a decent amount there on that Pango after the solo kill.
I feel like we've been seeing so much of these teams putting their position 3 player / hero in the safe lane, and then having the carry play in the off lane, like the Astra series and now this as well. People looking for some crits, but doesn't get any. Couldn't get the auto attacks off.
Oh, King RD already has mana boots. This is gonna win them lane. Fata chasing between tier 2 and tier 3 tower to grab a kill, and he's not even level 6.
My goodness. Yeah, they're giving Weehaw the tips right now. I mean, again, not normally the Pango player for this team. You do have to sort of wonder.
I don't think this is like a particularly inspiring matchup for Pango either. So.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to what I was talking to again, that this is not normally the way that Chaos love to play, where they're sort of, you know, feeling themselves and making a lot of tips back and forth. It's definitely feeling like a different team than what we've seen previously. And Fada's just tanking the tier 1 tower right now, keeping that siege creep alive, and Weehaw can't really do much to stop it. Tries to break it, needs to be careful. Level 6 there for Fata. They're gonna actually use the glyph at this point while up in the top lane, they're keeping these stacks onto HFN. Trying to kill off Soxa. Can they get it in time? He's underneath the tower. Trying to run still. Another sticky napalm stack. HFN, seeing if he can find himself that kill. Looks like it's not quite going to happen. And Sakuchi, they need to be careful here. HFN going for the runaway, but it's Misery who will eventually be ran down by Ace. It's the slowest chase in the world, but they make it happen.
Ace has a lot of farm. 29 last hits, 10 denies.
Is Weehaw dead again? Disarm? He's thinking about it.
Oh. All right.
This illusion.
The
rune is
illusion
pretty nice.
silenced him. Yep. Pretty nice. We also have a wraparound coming in from PPD, but 2 supports waiting for Chaos.
Refill his bottle. Yes.
All right. Mr. Cow chasing, but Fada moves into position. They have the Hex out there as well. And it looks like that's going to put the kibosh on the gank. And Weehaw just going to try and farm up while he gets a little bit of the lane to himself. So both mid and top not really going the way that Chaos want. It's going to be a lot of weight for Tavo to carry in this game, it feels like. Oh, just shows up for the duel, all right. When they kill him off in time, though, they will have to use the shackles here afterwards, and they bring in the Batrider, but that's not going to be able to save him. They should have another overwhelming odds soon. 2 seconds left. Can they keep him alive in time? Not going to happen, and Tavo's going to have to use it for himself. And in fact, Fada shows up for this one, and now press the attack, trying to run away the Timber Chain, not quite on the mark. We'll have another Chakram in 1 second, and PPD moving in for the slow. One more punch, and the Batrider gets the kill. When it was going good down there bottom for the Legion, they bring a couple and make it stop.
Yeah. I can understand why Chaos felt the need to go for that kill, but 33 very tanky. And just diving Weehaw.
I mean, he doesn't have mana. He doesn't have anything. He's gonna be able to get caught though underneath the tower. So Chaos Knight 33, popping the ulti, now turn and run. Weehaw thought about going back in with the Rolling Thunder, and they need to beat down on these illusions, trying to find the kill, but it's not quite there. And now the shackles coming from this Shadow Shaman. Weehaw still thinking about going in on this one, and is finally going to decide to go. They kill off PPD. Now running into this one is Fada. He's going to try and take down Misery. Should be able to find that kill. Not too bad, but Fada is here, and Fada is mad, and Fada is finding kills. Tavo also in the area. They throw out another Chakram, but they can't dive any further. Low on mana. HFN shows up on this Weaver trying to do what he can do. He is going to go down. A triple kill for Fada. 8.5 minutes.
Somebody stop this man.
Somebody stop this movement around the map. You don't attack Timber, so you play away from him. And Fada built all these small items. He bought a lot of mangoes, magic wand, which you usually don't see on Timbersaw, Soul Ring. He even has a bottle, so his mana is gonna be there to cast the spells. Most of the time, you see Timbersaw is running out of mana.
Silence. Tavo shows up. They get another silence afterwards and want to find the kill on the Timber.
24.
If they can make him held down, he's getting the mischance. The mischance keeping him alive. Fada lives, able to get away. Ace coming in to save his buddy, and Weehaw trying to run away now. Oh dear goodness. They're gonna try and see if they can find this kill on a PPD, but NIP is just not dying.
What is this game? There are 8 heroes mid.
All right, Rolling Thunder, they find the Batrider. Now going to try and bounce back the other direction, but he does a little okey doke, and Tavo cleans it up.
Yeah, I think everyone should just take a chill pill and not attack Timbersaw.
Yeah. HFN definitely needs to just go and get some more levels and just farm up. He already had a slow start. He needs a lot this game. And the Troll Warlords, like, sure, Troll came and participated in mid as well, but Ace is farming really nicely and getting a lot of space to work with. I don't know why he's still mid, but...
I mean, everybody's mid, right? That's the new place to be.
Apparently, yeah. It's a happening spot in the mid lane.
This is insanity. So the Urn Legion Commander, rarely seen, but they need somebody to build into a Spirit Vessel this game because Timber's just getting out of control.
All right, this is a little bit better. Chaos coming in, putting their master points down, but as soon as they see that Timbersaw coming in, they just have to run for it. I don't like this like flirting around, thinking about going back in. They just throw in overwhelming odds and then back themselves out. But
That's the correct play.
Yeah.
This Timbersaw, he's a beast right now, even though he has basically no tanky items. The only one that gives him tankiness is a Soul Ring, a Magic Bond a bit. Has possibly a Crimson Guard queued up for him. A lot of physical damage on side of Chaos.
Yeah. All right, they pull back in Weehaw, who will be stunned. Has another swashbuckle in a second, but I mean, at least he can laugh at it. You miss on those ones. Oh, overwhelming odds. Gonna be out there afterwards. Should be able to find the kill afterwards. PPD just turns it back around though, like you said, no chance for the kill. They get the lift up onto Shaman as well, and now chasing forward, Ace finds the kill onto Tavo. From bad to worse to terrible. Misery is gonna go down, did not have level 6 yet. They're gonna lose the poor old Shadow Shaman, and Chaos is completely falling apart here at just 12 minutes.
So many unforced errors from Chaos in these two games. Like, just making moves that they have, it feels like no business making, but they feel like they need to be aggressive and be making plays constantly, and NIP are just punishing them.
Those were some aggressive deaths for sure. They need to chill a bit, get some levels. You're trying to make a move on Panda. Shadow Shaman was not even there to finish him off. Even if you get that kill, it's not really worth it if you trade your core for a Brewmaster. But if he gets the split off, that's gonna be a problem.
I mean, the Brew only has 1k net worth. Like, he's not even a good kill.
They show up again, they bring in a couple of cores, but can't really do anything that Timber saw. A smoke up coming from the rest of Chaos. They immediately run into 3-3, who just heads to the north, and that smoke is doing nothing now.
Pinsir, Batrider coming in.
Oh, and they take out the hero that has the save for the Batrider. Tavo under fire, in control. They get the pushback as well. Fada, another round of spells. Doesn't hit on that Timber Chain. Does have the Chakram, though, to pull him back in, and looks like they're going to think better of their push, as mid lane is being taken by Chaos. So they respond to that instead. And up top again. Maybe some more action happening. See if they can take down 3-3, but guess what? Fada's still here and gonna be able to find the stun. So much damage coming out. They decide to go for the duel. Bold as brass, they do find the ulti down as well from Misery. They're keeping 3-3 under control and maybe gonna be able to kill him off by just punching Fada. As they have the wards down as well, so they take down 3-3. They hit into this Timbersaw, and now Tavo under fire as well. Needs to run away from this, has another press the attack. Just running away from Ace. So the trade so far is 2 for 1, but it's looking like it's going to end up being 3 for 1. So it's a triple kill for this Troll Warlord.
Oh god, this Troll is so farmed now.
Chaos needs to call their math professor and check if he actually has a license. Like these are some really bad calculations.
Man. And Weehaw tries to go for the big snipe there onto Ace, but he just walks away. Does take down PPD. Got a proc and a half. All right, and that's what they needed right there. They give each other the little tip and back out. You know, it's crazy. You look at this game and it's like, man, this team just looks completely lost. Yesterday they went 4-0. They were beating everybody. It does feel like just somebody slept on the wrong side of the pillow, and Chaos have not been able to come up with an answer today.
They don't seem to be... I think a part of the problem is that their lanes have just ended up being weird in both of these games. So they haven't had a good start to really catapult them forward. And that is 100% their style.
No.
So...
Position 4, Batrider, Boots of Travel, first item. What up?
Doing it.
Sure.
I'm not a big fan of that. Not even a big fan of Boots of Travel on core Batrider.
3-3 pulls in Misery again. 1 second stun. PPD running into all of them. Also going to get Hex. Still has his ulti if he wants to use it. Use some abilities on him, and then he pops the ulti. They take down HFN. That's their carry, who is in the dirt. And now they find the lift up onto Shaman. Misery also going to get controlled and eventually taken down. PPD looking for more, gets the Dispel Magic, but they can't lift up Wii, who's already away. But on the other side, they're actually doing a lot of damage on the NIP. They've gone in deep, overwhelming odds onto 3 heroes, but they don't have an answer for this Timbersaw still. Who just finished off his Vanguard. So they managed to find the CK yet again, but it still cost them 3 heroes. And now Weehaw misses onto that, well, jump, and Shieldcrest try and run away. Looks like they can get out of there. Right to the side, Weehaw. All right, he made up for one of the other ones earlier. Takes down PPD.
All right.
They're scrappy.
Very nice team fight from Chaos and Weehaw, especially. The one thing that I thought about in that fight that we hadn't really mentioned previously is that the Brewmaster is actually a really good hero to have against Warlock. Like the level 1 Chaotic Offering, the Dispel on the Storm Panda, I think still does some damage, so it's like half health on the Chaotic Offering, and you can purge off Fatal Bonds from everybody on your team, which is super sick. I think the support Brewmaster, even though it was picked earlier, the Warlock is actually kind of a questionable pick with the Brewmaster being out there.
Yeah, Farah needs to start building towards some item that can dispel, because Tavo has full Spirit Vessel right now, and he has a charge.
Speaking of which, they got one, and this is looking to be a quick and easy kill on the Troll Roller. That's what they need. And NIP turning this back around, but the Rolling Thunder through it all. They catch them all as well with that Fatal Bonds on top of the Chaotic Offering. But is it going to be enough damage? PPD, no ulti to get away from this one for the moment. Ace bought back to try and run back into this kill as well. Tavo's still chasing, trying to kill off 3-3. He's taking that damage over time. Should have another overwhelming odds in a second if they want to turn and fight there.
Ace,
but if they get the dieback onto Ace, this is even bigger. He turns now to try and fight with the ulti as well. Weehaw, the one that's being under fire. Chakram goes out. Tavo trying to turn. They get the overwhelming odds. Find the kill onto Ace, and now running away with the rest of them. HFN wants to clean up if he can. This Misery Golem has done so much work as well, and Soxa going to die to the right click coming from Weaver. They find another, and Chaos, creating chaos and beauty up in their jungle.
That was sick. 3-man Chaotic Offering plus Fatal Bonds on top of Swashbuckle. If anything procs, if Maelstrom procs, that's going to be a ton of the damage. Yeah. And suddenly Weeha's back in the game, back on the net, top of the network chart, and he's looking good. He missed a couple of spells at the start, but
the Rolling Thunder
we're agreeing. He's looking good, and he's not afraid to stop Rolling Thunder just to finish them off with the Swashbuckle. I think you made a good point yesterday about people getting better in using Pango. They're not letting Rolling Thunder for full duration, 8 seconds. They realize it's better to just use the Shield Crash or Swashbuckle to finish them off instead.
Well, he's going to stick around for this one, and we'll find the finish again. It's the 3rd time we have been able to pick him off in the past 2 minutes, it feels like.
All of a sudden, Chaos are up 3K gold. They've won the last couple of fights. Weaver's starting to get some farm. And Ace, that dieback has completely set back his entire game.
And that was so much of why we were saying NIP was in the commanding position, because Ace basically had a free game, it looked like.
Yeah, no longer. He made his own game very difficult. I don't really understand his motivations for buying back there. They were missing some crucial spells like the Primal Split to actually be able to fight, and very weird decision to my mind.
And this also solves one of the other problems now. HFN going for this Diffusal Blade.
It's finished.
More mana burn there. You've got Timbersaw, who will have like Soul Ring and Arcane Boots, but he's also built into this Crimson Guard. So mana regen not high on the list of things that Timbersaw has.
Once he runs out of mana, this hero is completely useless. And he finished the full Crimson Guard instead of getting a Yule Scepter. Man, I love players who think out of the box. Tavo, Spirit Vessel, Phase Boots, Bracer, just tanking up, maxing out, press the attack. That's perfect.
It's like, what does my team need me to do this game? Because I'm the one that had the good lane. And he made so much of that happen for them in that last fight.
Yeah. What item is the most useful for my team? It's 100% the Vessel.
A Diffusal Blade used. They've caught themselves the Batrider.
Man, this Batrider with Boots of Travel as the first item is extremely greedy. Plus, he has a bottle of his own.
And you can feel just the change in energy that Chaos is playing with now. It felt like before, like nobody was talking, it felt like, and everybody was just kind of running towards mid lane and seeing if they can kill the Timber. Now...
Yeah. You need to disconnect Gabe from their team speak.
Get out of here.
We got production in one ear, you got chaos in the other ear.
Yeah.
Gabe's not finding any time to listen to us, that's for sure.
I've got the third ear open with NIP's comms. It's very quiet there right now. You guys suck. The 21 minutes in, it's a 4,000 gold lead, 17-21.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Guardian Greaves done for the Pango now.
All right, so how to NIP bring this back? They need more items on the Troll. Some more items on the CK would also be pretty nice. They're just waiting on his Midas to really kick in so that he can get his Shadow Blade for some initiation, which is going to be important. Because right now it feels like initiation and counter initiation is all on Chaos. They have a pretty clear advantage in that metric.
Regen rune for Weehaw. Everything has slowed down in the past couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So NIP just trying to lick their wounds. He is building towards a Blink Dagger soon for this Batrider, but you can see that it's Chaos sort of controlling their jungle.
I don't know if I even like the Blink against this Chaos lineup. Like, you blink in, you lasso, it's either going to get purged or they're just going to rock you.
And the jump forward duel comes out, but the BKB was there in time, and the response from Troll Warlord just wins the duel. That was not how they saw that one going.
He had a DD.
All right, that was not impressive.
Now the Fatal Bond's connecting the disarm onto both of them. They have the silence also onto the Troll. They're kiting away from this DD as well, able to find that Shackles right in the face of the Troll Willard, but is it going to be enough? They've already lost 3 of their heroes. There is no more battle for Chaos.
Well.
And suddenly, NIP are in the lead. That's going to be a full team wipe. This also opens up the Roche for them.
NIP haven't even taken any damage. They're all pretty much on full HP. Oh, man. What a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Did it even matter if Troll popped BKB?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not convinced.
I guess that they maybe thought, again, like, that's one of those things where you think your team is going to back you up at that point with, like, the Rock or something, but I don't know. It definitely felt dubious.
User joined your channel. What's happening on their TeamSpeak, Gabe? Are they silent again?
Yeah, there's some quietness going on.
Okay.
Affirmative coming from Mr. King Ao. He's hearing you too, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's what's going on.
That sounds like cheating.
Yeah, this is even worse than Baseskip's Dota 1 legacy keys changer.
Yeah. Gabe is piping the caster audio directly to Chaos.
What's happening?
They can hear every call, and they're still apparently losing this game. So
I mean, it's been so back and forth, though. That's the thing that's crazy about it. Like, Legion was the one that was sort of top net worth and doing everything for Chaos. Now Weaver's inhabiting that spot. The battles have gone back and forth. Net worth lead. Pretty big differences for the past couple of minutes. And it feels like Chaos sort of slowed down a little bit during that time. I guess you sort of have to and play around your ultis.
I think is the next round of items bigger for NIP than it is for Chaos? It might be. We'll see, Misery. Like, the Shadow Blade for CK is big. The Blink Dagger for Batrider is big. It fixes a bunch of initiation problems.
Yeah, there is that Blink reveal, and Weehaw trying to escape. Lift up by the Yule Scepter, roll and thunder, shield crash, need to get out. And guess what? That guy's gone. Has the TP2 if he wants to use it. HFN also here, seeing if they could help out his buddy. Slow down Fada, doesn't have mana. He has the Soul Ring back up in a second, but they find the duel
They
first.
can't kill him.
They kill this guy off though? The taunt, the Maelstrom proc, it's trying to get it, but it's not quite enough. Finally, they take him down. HFN just beating into him the whole time. The dust there to try and turn it, but now they have the Ward Trap on a Brewmaster catching PPD. He does have his ulti though, so they needed that silence from the lucky shot, which finds the kill. And back we go on the wild ride of Game 2 of NIP versus Chaos.
Have you heard about Synergy? That was not it. Like Chaos Knight using Reality Rift, then Timbersaw missing all of his spells because of it.
Yeah, it was,
That is fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. To me, it's always actually heartening to see that the pro players kind of make mistakes.
Another
too.
DD? Is Legion Commander gonna blink in?
He's thinking about it. There's the DD.
Saksa has Invis Rune.
Thinking about dropping that rock. Gotta be careful. And Rolling Thunder just to get away, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they can't see Batrider while he's Invis, but they can see his fire.
That's true.
And NIP just gonna chase now though. Without the Rolling Thunder, it's a pretty significant cooldown for Chaos not to have. Oh, and Tavo.
You know, you can see that stun coming.
The Chaos Bolt projectile is so slow.
Everything is so slow on CK.
Looks like
Reality Rift animation.
It looked like Legion was running faster than it. It's like, it's pretty rough there. Phase Boots pops, but now they catch that Legion. Can they bring her down? I think so. They are saving the stun from the CK, and we'll throw it out now. 3 seconds for the win.
Fada comes in, just presses one spell, takes the kill.
Yeah. Just waiting to try and kite out this Aegis, which is still going to be sticking around for another minute and a half roughly for Ace.
Oh man, Troll has this Basher now. That's so rough for all of Chaos's heroes. Like a Root or a Bash on the Pango's gonna mess him up, or same thing for the Weaver. And I think at this point they can't really duel the Troll. You saw before they couldn't really duel the Troll Warlord. They certainly can't do it now.
Misery has ulti, but we'll see if he decides to drop it. Actually, they could maybe now with the Fatal Bonds out there as well. Trying to heal himself. The turn, Ace coming, trying to take down the Pango. Drops the ulti onto 3 Fatal Bonds afterwards, but they're still going to find what they came for in Weehan. Maybe they can get more. Shackles. Off cooldown a second, but it's a blink away as they decide to disengage. So 2 big ultis used for Chaos. It might be time to go for NIP.
Oh, for sure. No reason not to. They've got some decent current gold on a couple of heroes to buy some items, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, so they've got the top 3 current gold, so might be worth it to wait for 1 round of items before making anything happen, but they do seem to be taking control of this game back, and they're about to get a whole lot tankier. Satanic being queued up for the Troll, Heart being queued up for the CK, and Shiva's for the Timbersaw as well.
And HFN is so farmed. With the XP gain talent, he's level 22, full Butterfly on him. On top of Dragonlance, Midas Diffusal Blade.
He's caught up really well. His early game was not great.
No.
So.
Is under attack.
They made enough space, though. I mean, I always feel very like Weaver is such a strange hero to gauge what his late game impact is going to be. What do you guys think of him in this game?
This game is tough because I think they have enough lockdown for him.
Okay.
It totally depends, I think, for Weaver about... Oh, hang on.
Yeah, they get the Hex out just to disengage.
Yeah, for Weaver, it totally depends on whether or not he can just go into the back lines and like instantly kill 2 heroes. If the supports have no counterplay against him, he looks amazing in the late game. But there are so many heroes that he struggles to man fight, and then that's where he can struggle.
Yeah, he can't really man fight the Troll. Now he has a Butterfly, so it might be a bit easier. He's gonna need MKB to pierce through evasion for him, for Brewmaster as well. Even getting a Lincoln Sphere at this point might not be too bad, considering that they have only few single target spells.
Yeah.
And it's the only way they kill him. CK stun or lasso.
Yeah, it's only going to block something valuable.
They find one, press the attack off though, and Mr. King Ao will eventually die to Fada. In spite of that save coming out, and Fada is actually low on mana, so I'm not sure if they can take this fight, and they decide to buy back on that Shadow Shaman. Misery though, the 4-second stun, and he does not have buyback, so Now you have the Pango that's isolated away from the rest of his team. He's got to hide away in the Roche pit while PPD gets the lift up on the Shadow Shaman. Looks like Weehaw just trying to run away as the Timber will chase. But they don't decide to fully commit there onto the Shadow Shaman. Instead, Weehaw just going to go for the TP away, and he does make it out.
Duel?
Turn? Okay. They kill off Ace. That's huge. PPD trying to TP out of there. They do manage to escape. But that kill onto Ace, reveal of the Blade Mail, makes it work.
That fight split in some really weird ways. Like, PPD was Primal Split, and he just ran after the Shadow Shaman south, and then Wee goes north, and the rest of NIP chase after him, and Ace just gets left on an island, it looks like. And yeah, that Blade Mail doing 750 damage. Yikes.
Another round of Shackles, another jump forward coming from Tavo, and seeing if they can take down this Bat Rider.
Oh, no, it'll be take damage.
He does get eventually killed off by Tavo there. But yeah, 2 heroes dead, 60 seconds gone for the Bat Rider. What can Chaos do with this?
They have a lot of heal. Warlock, press the attack, and Weaver is gonna deal a ton of damage. Brewmaster Split is gone for 40 seconds. Guardian
Hex.
Greaves on top of that.
They've got all the control in the world, and now Duel, can they bring down this Timbersaw? He does fall, does have buyback though. Ace back up in 4 seconds. Can
That's
they
a dieback.
keep him alive? So no Bat Rider. No, Timbersaw is coming back into this one, but they have another Hex. This Shadow Shaman is doing so much, and Troll's TPing in the middle of all of them. He pops the BKB preemptively as he comes out of this one. Will find a kill onto Misery. Can he find any more, though? HFN just going to try and kite away for the moment. The Diffusal Bait is going to slow down the Troll while Weehaw tries to shield crash to the low ground. He gets out of there, and if this Troll dies back, NIP are falling completely apart. Tavo is chasing. He has PPD and Fada in his sights. They're missing their chains. They're missing their spells. And they might lose a set of racks here.
Troll needs 90 gold for buyback. They're missing 3 heroes. They might go for tier 4s.
They're calling it Chaos, recognizing this opportunity, and they're immediately going to go for the glyph. But that was so many buybacks. All right, going now for these sets of barracks. Do they still want to tempt fate? 20 seconds until CK, and it looks like Chaos are going to take the safer option, drop wards up top, and get the second set of racks.
What a zany game. This has been a roller coaster ride of like not knowing who is actually in the lead. In 5-0 team fights for NIP. Now Chaos swinging it back, taking some fantastic back-to-back kills, and can they just get Mega Creeps here?
I mean, it looks like it. And again, this is hypothetically a match that could determine the placement for going into the upper bracket. Weehaw just going to go into the Rolling Boulder, and PPD trying to micro around with his abilities, but that is a Lincoln
that's
Sphere.
a Lincoln Sphere just delivered.
Nice stuff coming out from them as well, and it looks like they're just going to all try and TP out of there. The Troll Warlord has buyback now, but it's going to respawn naturally. They only lose the Shadow Shaman.
Roche is up. It's being pinged out. That's the second Roche. Cheese and Aegis.
HFN just going wild on people, and they really don't have great answers for him. He can do whatever he wants at this point with that extra 200 Sakuchi movement speed. Tavo has a man in his sights going for the kill. They're going to get the lift up there. This might have been a bit too bold for Tavo, as he's eventually going to get killed
HFN,
off.
get the racks. Go. No, don't take the Sax. Okay, Sax a kill first. Now the racks. Go.
He wants to do it.
Midas.
And
Oh
Sakuchi TP
no.
away.
He didn't Midas before he TP'd out. Oof, efficiency.
He's fast though. He's fast. He can get to the creep camps. It's
We'll
okay.
forgive him. Double damage, spawned on top. Who's gonna grab it?
Oh, Ace.
Ace, be careful.
It's a dangerous time. And they go into the pit. HFN should throw bugs in a second here, most likely.
All right, well, Ace has made his decision against the
speed.
upheaval, yeah. He's not walking out of this pit.
He needs to be careful now. Hops the BKB. He's not hitting anybody with this BKB. He needs to get out. Weehaw, in the meantime, is keeping the rest of NIP under control. And the potential to fight this fight, I think, is almost gone for NIP. This is so hard to take this engagement.
Their tier 4s are getting hit as well.
Chaos doing what they need to. The slow fight in this area. They're able to get the time lapse and the Eul Scepter lift up. They're able to find the stun as they jumped in with the Legion Commander, but everybody from NIP is starting to fall low. The Troll does not have any mana left either. Caught, killed, and this one is going in the books potentially. No, wait, the buyback comes out from both the Troll and the CK. They need to fight this one.
Duel is ready.
Chasing forward, Tavo, gotta run, gotta hide. Fata is big, large, and out of control, and the Glimmer Cape keeping Tavo alive. He runs away from them. They do have the lasso and the kill onto the Shadow Shaman. He does not have buyback as they pull back in another 3-3, able to find another kill. Have Chaos gone a bit too far here? They could just run up and try and take down the base, but they're instead gonna turn on to 3-3. HFN still trying to play around with them. Another Eul Scepter lift up. Can't find the duel, but that is going to be a kill onto 3-3. No buyback for him, no buyback for Troll, and GG is called. Chaos take it.
Man, what a performance from HFN on this Weaver. That's his signature hero, and that's how you play it. Man, Fatal Bonds with Swashbuckle, with Weaver, at this stage focusing someone, that's a lot of share damage.
And the Troll Warlord just looking like...
Yikes.
Troll feels similar to me to Jug, where like either your ultimate is amazing and it wins you the fight all by itself, or you latch on to like some random hero and do nothing. Like we saw him TP in on that tier 3. He had BKB already popped. He used his ulti and he just latched onto Warlock. And Warlock had already used his ult. He'd already used all of his spells. And all that the Troll ulti does for him is it drags him all the way out of the base so that he can get shackled and die.
I mean, that was tough. And we saw, again, the strength of Shadow Shaman. Like, to me, this hero feels like it's first pick material all the way to the point where you're probably going to start seeing it banned out. It just does so much.
Yeah.
Lacoste?
What about some item builds on Tavo? Man, this Spirit Vessel did so much damage. Just canceling the Blink Dagger, forcing Fata to get a Eul Scepter, even though it was not very effective at that moment. The Troll could not lifesteal during his ulti.
Yeah, that was really noticeable, actually.
Just such a great pickup.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at, like, also Weeha, who I think had a really, really rough early game in laning stage.
I mean, he died at level 4. He died at level 5.
He died at level 4 twice. that was a rough time there. But he comes back and is able to have the most damage dealt in the entire game. I think he had a really good performance on this Pango hero that, you know, it's really easy to sort of fall into a hole when you're playing Dota and then not be able to pull yourself out of it. But he did it.
It was weird because for every like completely whiffed Swashbuckle, there was some amazing Rolling Thunder or like a perfect 3-hero Swashbuckle. For Weeha, it was just completely boom or bust the entire game. But I don't know. That's kind of chaos as a lineup.
I think that
I like it.
That kill on Troll and the dieback was really game-changing.
That was really bad, yeah.
Because that, like,
he was #1 net worth.
It didn't matter what was happening to the rest of the heroes because he was just so farmed and left completely alone, and then kind of dropped the ball there in the end. So very tough stuff there for NIP, and it does mean that Chaos is going to be holding on to that second spot in this Group B, which is really important too because that's probably the team that they would need to play the tiebreakers against or need to have the tiebreaker rules enforced on. Man.
The mana break also looked amazing against Timber.
Yeah.
Like Timber, as soon as they got the mana burn talent and the diffusal blade on Weaver, it felt like Fata stopped being a hero.
Yeah, itemization on their side was perfect. Pango with the Guardian Greaves to keep them alive, every single heal that they had. If they don't lose anyone, suddenly heroes full HP, the mana burn, the blade mail. This Troll died a couple of times on blade mail.
Now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is day 2 of ESL One Katowice, at least here on the B stream. Across the 3 streams, we've had 48 best of 2s played so far, and we got a few more that are going to be continuing on tomorrow, as well as the beginnings of the best of 3s. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, same time, same place. You're going to see our lovely faces here as we continue our coverage. Look at that. That's just great. And we'll be back tomorrow with more from ESL One Katowice.